Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a prom makeup tutorial. I can't believe it's prom season already. So crazy. The year is already going by so fast. But yeah, I came up with this kind of classic glam look. There's nothing too special about it. It's just a look that will pretty much go with any dress. Obviously, you can tweak it a little bit to complement your dress color, but I really like it. I just feel like you can't really go wrong with a look like this for prom. So if you are doing your own makeup, hopefully you like this video and you take some inspiration from this look. However, I do encourage you to get your makeup done if you can. Just because it's fun and it's one less thing you have to worry about. I know personally as a makeup artist, prom makeup is some of my favorite makeup to do. Prom season is one of my favorite seasons to do makeup in, because I do a lot of bridal makeup, which I love, but it can be very repetitive and it's a lot of the same kind of looks. So prom allows me to have just a little bit more creative freedom. Usually girls are more willing to do more glitter and smoky and glam looks. So it's more fun for me as an artist. So I do love prom season, but like I said, if you're doing your own makeup, I totally get it. So hopefully you like this look and, like I said, maybe get some inspiration from it. You don't have to use the same exact shadows. You can switch it up and add your own personal style to it, but I really like it. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's right down below. Go hit it right now. I'm waiting. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. You don't have to subscribe to me if you don't want to. No pressure. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. Okay guys, so I already have my foundation on. Most of this video is going to be a voiceover, but I did want to come on here really quickly and just say that I do have my foundation and brows already on. I used the same combination I used in my last video, which is the NYX Total Coverage, like the drop foundation, mixed with NC25 or NC30 MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, the BH Cosmetics Total Coverage Concealer in 105, and the Ben 9 Neutral Set. And then I just bronzed up my skin, add a little bit of blush and highlights. As for foundation for prom, you can use, I suggest using whatever foundation works for you. We all have that one foundation that kind of never really fails us, and it's always our go-to. We may not use it every day, but it's kind of our go-to. We know it works for us. That's what I would suggest using for prom. You want to use something that you know is going to perform well with your skin. It's going to last, and it's going to give you the coverage that you like. Just a few recommendations from the drugstore. If you are looking to try out a new foundation for prom, definitely make sure you try it out, you know, a week or two before. Give it a couple tries, make sure you really like it. I recommend the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, the Revlon Color Stay. That's a kind of a classic. I know Revlon also came out with a new one that is supposed to be pretty good, the Insta Filter, I think it is, or something like that. The Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation is also good, and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, which is the most affordable, is also a really good one. As for concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, as well as the Maybelline, I think it's the Instant Age Rewind or something like that, is really good. And the BH Cosmetics Concealer that I used in my last video, I love, and I believe that's only like $5 at Ulta, so definitely suggest that one. I definitely suggest using a foundation that's going to give you decent coverage. You don't have to go full coverage, but something that's going to even out your skin, smooth it out, and going to make your skin look really good in photos. Definitely make sure you test out whatever foundation you use in flash photography, because the last thing you want to do is apply a foundation, think it looks bomb, and then look at all the pictures that you took for prom and your face looks super white from flashback. So definitely make sure you are careful about that and you test it out. But anyways, my eyes are already primed. I did use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance as well as concealer and powder to mattify everything. The concealer just kind of evens everything out so I can get the full pigmentation of the shadows I'm going to be using. I definitely recommend using a good eye primer because you want your shadows to last throughout the whole night. But anyways, we're going to get started. I'm going to be using two Morphe palettes. I'm using the Morphe 350, which is a classic, as well as the Morphe 35F, which is another great palette. You don't have to use these exact palettes, but they are affordable and I definitely do recommend them. Another great palette you can check out is one by BH Cosmetics. It's one of their newer ones. It's like all neutrals with shimmers and mattes. I really want that palette. I actually gave it away in my giveaway that I did a couple months ago, but I've heard really great things about that one. But yeah, my eyes are already primed, so we're gonna get into the shadow portion and I'm gonna switch this over to a voiceover, so hopefully you enjoy. Alright you guys, so we're going to start off with that like skin tone shade, and I'm just applying that in my crease, kind of acting as a base for my other transition shades that I'm going to be applying. And by the way, that shade is from the 350 palette by Morphe. Then I'm taking this warm light brown shade and I'm going to apply that with the same brush in my crease as well. Once I have those first two shades in, now I'm going to take that deeper warm brown with a tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to focus this in the lower part of my crease to add a little bit of depth and just start deepening up the eye. Now I'm going to take that darker reddish brown from the same palettes, from the 350 palettes, and just layer that on top of the other shades I've already applied. Now taking that chocolatey brown, I'm also going to apply that, but I'm going to use a much denser brush. This is almost like a, kind of like a pencil brush, and I'm just really going to pack that on the outer corner and just focus it there and then lightly bring it in, but not too far in because you don't want to close up your eyes. You want to keep the darker shades towards the outer corner. So I am going to take a blending brush and just blend everything together, and then I'm going to apply concealer to my lid to act as a base for my shadow. I'm going to apply a little bit of Colourpop concealer, and then I'm going to look up to the ceiling and see where the concealer transfers, and that's going to act as my guide, and I'm going to fill in the concealer all the way up to that area. Once I have the concealer down, I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to be applying that really pretty shimmery shade from the 350 palette. I forgot how much I like this shade. I haven't used it in a while and it's just super pretty and very, very creamy and pigmented. So I'm just applying this all over my lid where I put that concealer, and I'm just using the brush to kind of create a precise edge. So, yeah, I don't want it to be like a definitive cut crease, but I definitely want there to be some definition in the lid area. Then I'm going to take that brown color that I used before, and I'm going to take my fluffy brush and just kind of mesh the outer corner color with the shimmer shade, and this is kind of acting as a transition shade between those two colors. Then I'm taking that light shimmery shade. I did wet my brush and I'm just applying that in the inner corner. This shade is from the 35F palette by Morphe. It's a really, really pretty inner corner highlights. And make sure to blend that in with the lid shade as well, just so there's not like a separation or anything. And then I'm going to say a little prayer and I am going to start my winged liner. This took me forever this day, but I do love wing liner, especially if I'm getting dressed up. I just feel like it takes my look from, you know, blah to like, wow, that's a pretty look. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, today I was feeling wing liner, but I'm just going to work on these wings. And yeah, but you don't have to. You can just apply lashes if you want.
2,000 years later.
Now that the wings are on, I'm going to apply some liner in my waterline. I'm just using a brown liner. I'm using Costa Riche by MAC. It's kind of a reddish brown, but I just feel like it makes my eyes pop so much more than black liner does, so I definitely suggest it. And I'm applying it on the waterline as well as the lash line, and then I'm just setting it with one of the darker brown shades that we used in our crease with a flat definer brush. And then I'm going to take a lighter brown and just blend out that darker brown just so it's not so harsh and it's just a little bit more soft and smoky. And then I'm applying that gold shade from the 35F palettes in between the inner corner highlights and the dark brown. And then I'm going to apply lashes. I will link these down below if I can find them. They're from Amazon. I definitely suggest Amazon lashes if you don't want to spend a lot on like mink lashes or something for prom. There's so many cheap pairs. And now I'm going to apply Nutmeg Lip Liner by NYX. On top of the lip liner, I'm going to apply the Ultra Satin Lip. I believe it's a 951 by Colourpop. It's the I Love Sarahi collaboration. And then I'm going to top it off with Curvii Gloss, also by that same collaboration. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have an awesome night at prom. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!